if you're getting value for the square footage and you're getting value as a bathroom, you're essentially double dipping on that one piece of area.
Sure.
And it's not realistic. Hey guys, Sean Blomquist, Pine Financial Group, where we work together so you succeed. Wherever you're finding us today, make sure you hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if there is one, so you guys can be up to date on all the content we're releasing. Today I got my good friend Andrew Howie here with me, and we wanted to just go through some of the things that actually add value to a property. You know, we've got people that reach out to us. Hey, I've got a deal. It's been on the market for a while, and I got it at a great price, and all it needs is paint and carpet, right? Well, let's be honest here, people. Paint and carpet, all you did was freshen it up. You didn't add $100,000 in value to the property by doing that. So there are a few little things that can be done that you're putting the money in, you're getting that return on investment, and you are increasing that value on the property and making it so that you can sell this thing for a profit, right? Yeah. So what's the first thing you're thinking of?
One of the biggest ones I see that does add the most value is adding another bathroom, especially if that's in a primary suite. If you've got whatever it is, a 2 or 3 bedroom home, and you've just got that one tiny little bathroom that you know, husband and wife, kids are all sharing, that goes off the living room.
Yep.
Having that primary suite, one, it adds value, and two, it makes it much more enticing for the buyer to come in to purchase that home. So that's probably the biggest one that I see.
Yeah, and it depends on where the bathroom is going to be located too, right? If it's a bathroom down in the basement, well, that's going to take a little more cost to do because you got to bust up the concrete, you got to tap into the main line and things like that. But if it's something maybe on a second level or even on the main level, just putting in a little powder room or something like that, it's a lot easier to access the plumbing, so it may not cost as much. So you just need to make sure that wherever you're doing it, you know, you're running your numbers right and everything else, but you are going to get that return on investment, and it's going to make it that much more marketable if you've got more than one bathroom, right?
Guaranteed, yeah. A misconception I see actually, Sean, is when people are saying, hey, I'm going to add another bedroom, Do you see that as well, and does that add value?
Yeah, and actually, I see that more with realtors, right? Where a realtor will be like, oh, this is a 4-bedroom instead of a 3-bedroom, so it's worth that much more.
Right.
Well, it actually isn't the bedroom that's worth the value, it's the square footage that's worth the value, right? Yep. And the reason you got to look at it that way is if you're getting value for the square footage and you're getting value as a bathroom, you're essentially double dipping on that one piece of area, and it's not realistic, right? Because a bedroom can be used for anything. You can use it as an office, a playroom, anything else. Yep. So it really doesn't hold that value as a bedroom, whereas the bathroom, I doubt you're sleeping in there, right? Yeah. So it's always going to be a bathroom. So that's why that does actually add the value.
Yeah, for sure. What else are you seeing out there that adds value or maybe even takes away some value?
So the big thing that I see adding value is doing a full redo on a kitchen, right? And that doesn't mean just taking and slapping in stainless steel appliances or something like that, but actually updating the kitchen for today's standards, right? Maybe you're going to granite countertops or something like that. The home, unless it already has custom cabinets in it, you may be pulling the cabinets, put all new stuff in, soft close, you know, easy to work. It all is brand new, fresh, everything else. And that's actually going to add the value. It is going to be a big expense to do it, but you are going to get that return on investment by doing a full kitchen redo, you know? So it's something that I think people need to really be aware of, that if you're going to do it, that's one that you're going to really want to step into. Yeah.
And you live in Minnesota. I live here in Denver. And, you know, depending on the area you're in too, one that I see adds a lot of value is a garage.
Yeah.
So if you're in a neighborhood that doesn't have a garage and you've got a carport, and let's say you're going to transform that into an enclosed garage.
Yep.
I've seen that be, you know, add that value, and also, again, make it enticing to the buyer to choose that property over a neighboring one.
Yeah. And the thing is with a garage, like you were saying, is it may not get you the full return on investment, but it's going to make it much more marketable.
Correct.
Right? When you're in the markets like we are, boy, if you've got the opportunity to park inside instead of sitting out in the snow, that's a huge thing to look into.
Definitely makes it more enticing.
That's exactly right. So the marketability will gain you value, even though you might not get that full return on investment. Yeah. You know, one other thing I want to touch on, because we talked about the bedrooms and how there really isn't any extra value there, unless you're making essentially what you had talked about, a primary suite. Boy, if you can take, you know, a 1.5-story home and maybe take that unfinished attic and you make it a primary suite where you've got a walk-in closet and a bathroom and whatever else, man, that's like a light shining down from heaven, right? That thing is as good as it gets. So if you can do that, boy, you're going to get the return on investment and marketability.
Absolutely, yeah. And guys, there's others out there that'll, you know, add or take away, or maybe you're wasting money on something that doesn't really add. Yeah. We're happy to chat with you about that, you know, what our clients are going through. So yeah, please reach out to us, guys. Pine Financial Group. remodels.com is where you can find Sean, myself, and many others on there. Thanks so much.
Thank you.